Hi everybody, hope you're well. Welcome back to another video. I asked at the beginning of this week whether you would like a Q&A Wednesday or an update video, and quite overwhelmingly 70% of you said we would like an update video, so this is that video. And I'm going to start this update video with an apology. This video actually should have been out at the end of March. As I've previously mentioned, I wanted to do an update video at least once a month, let you know what's going on in our world, what we've been up to, where we're going and what we're going to do. That didn't happen at the end of March, and I'm very, very sorry. We were due to go away to the Brecon Beacons, which we did, and I hadn't filmed the video in time and I just ran out of time. So huge apologies. So this is the belated March update in the second week of April, I think. Are we? Yes, almost. Anyway, whatever. So this is that update video which should have been out last week. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have been trying my hardest since the beginning of the year to really provide a very varied set of content going forward. It's incredibly easy to get stuck in a rut, push into a corner and produce one type of content only. I've seen plenty of YouTube channels do that, where they produce a video, it goes really well, lots of people engage with it, it's fantastic, it's great, and the content creator thinks that's what people want to see, that's what I'll do, and they create more content on down that road, and what you end up doing is you get yourself pushed into a corner, and that's the only content that you are known for creating. And it's a very difficult thing to get out of, and an incredibly easy thing to get into. I find myself doing that a couple of years ago, where in our own personal world, on the flip side of that, I would be focusing on doing jobs around the caravan which, for argument's sake, focused on the tyres or the wheels, for instance, or doing things with Wi-Fi or what have you, and there could be like 4 or 5 videos worth of content there, and you push all that out, one of them goes really well, and then you follow up with, and I've done this and I've done that and I've done that and I've done this, and they absolutely flop. And then when you go back and do a holiday video, the core audience that you've built up dealing with Wi-Fi are no longer interested, because, well, this isn't what they signed up for, and it's a very, very difficult thing to get out of. And that's something that I wanted to address this year. So I don't know if you've noticed, but since the beginning of January, I've tried my hardest to put out a project or a how-to video at least once a month. I've tried my hardest to put out an update video, let you know what's going on with us, a holiday video to give you some sort of lifestyle of what's going on, maybe a review as well. And I've tried my real hardest to vary the content to appeal to very different people on this one channel. I know I can't please everybody all the time, and the comments do certainly let me know that, so thank you. But that's what I've been trying to do, and it has been hard work. Now, last month, March, you would have seen that I started Q&A Wednesdays, and that was a knee-jerk reaction to a problem which I created all by my little self, where I asked you for some questions for me to answer. And unfortunately, the questions that I had in were so good, I couldn't really throw any of them away. Hence the reason why I created that series of videos, basically just answering questions. The question I have for you, my turn to ask you, the question I have for you is, would you like to see that continue? Would you like me to form it up into a more permanent thing, where I ask you to ask me questions? Maybe I create a form where you can submit your questions. Maybe we do something a bit better with the thumbnails, where I actually list out the questions answered in those videos. You know, maybe we just make it a little bit better than what it is at the moment. Let me know in the comments down below what you think I should do with it. Is it something worthwhile carrying on? Does it add any benefit to anybody? Or is it just nice to just sit down and just listen to me waffling on about nothing in particular? Or do you think we should can it? That's it, it's had its day. And maybe we reprise it later in the year, or maybe we just press pause for the moment and bring it back in a month or so. Give me your ideas. I'm really open to what everybody has to say about it. There's no right or wrong answer here. I have an idea of what I would like to do with it, but I want to gauge your input to see how we progress that forward, or whether we just stop it right away? Let me know in the comments down below anyway. Now, with regards to trips, at the beginning of March, you would have seen us go to Cirencester with Mac and Sarah. We had a fab time with those guys, and it was really, really good to see the two dogs playing with each other and really getting on very, very well. It's really strange how people are attracted to people, isn't it? I've always said it, that like attracts like. And that was certainly the case with Mac and Sarah. We have got so much in common. We have the same taste in music, certainly the same taste in films. We have the general opinions and the outlook on life, which are very, very common. And it's incredible how very similar we really are. Really enjoyed the time with those guys, and we have planned to meet up and do some more things with them later this year. We've certainly been chatting a lot on Messenger, so it's been really lovely actually, just connecting with other people. And we look forward to spending more time with them going forward. So that was at the beginning of March, and then of course last week we were in the Brecon Beacons and we had a really lovely time up there. We have categorically stated we are going back because, you know, that site absolutely ticked all our boxes. Easy to get to, really easy to go to attractions from that site. The surrounding countryside is just breathtaking. It had everything that we wanted. There was a local town to us which provided great resource, like the butchers, for instance. God, that butchers was amazing. And we've definitely said we're going back there. We've maybe muted that we're going to do a service pitch next time, maybe. But we definitely want to go back because there were so many things that we didn't do. And that was partly due to the weather. 2 days, that's all we had, 2 days of good weather. And we did do as much as we possibly could in those 2 days. But that aside, there are plenty of things that we want to do anyway. So yes, we're making plans to go back there. I don't know if it'll be this year, maybe next year. At the end of this month, we are going off to camp with some friends of ours. We're going to a CL. There's just going to be us and there's going to be no social media. I'm probably not going to share any of it online. I'm probably not going to video it. In fact, almost definitely I'm not going to video any of it. And we're just going to have time with our friends. We do this every now and again where we meet up with other friends, and I never share anything about it online, but we do have a great time. This time I'm hopefully going to be able to enjoy some alcohol with them, because I've now started to find that I've got a tolerance against alcohol again, which is great. Don't need to go too mad. It's a cheap date with me at the moment, but at least I can join in and not be the gooseberry of the party. That being said, we're really looking forward to spending some time with them. It's been a long time since we met up with these guys, and we really do look forward to seeing their silly little faces and having silly little jokes with them all over again. So that's at the end of this month. So I'm going to have to work out something else to share with you in place of a holiday video. I'll come to that in a minute. In terms of content then, what we've got planned, well, I've got a tour of this caravan coming out this week, and that's just giving you a case of being nosy really around our caravan, how we've got it set up, how we use it. I didn't tidy the caravan up. I did hide some washing up under the washing up bowl, but generally it wasn't tidied up. That was really how we use the caravan. And it just allows you to be a bit nosy on the knickknacks that we have set up, you know, how we live in it, etc, etc. Now, next week's video will be the question that everybody has on the tip of their lips, which is, what's it like with an 8-foot wide caravan? How is it to tow? Have I noticed any problems? What's it like hitching up, pitching up? All of those questions that lots of people are curious about. Certainly people who are interested in owning a bigger caravan and maybe a little bit put off by what they consider to be really wide. I'm going to be answering a lot of questions about owning an 8-foot wide caravan in that video. That'll be out next week. I'm filming it Thursday of this week. And in fact, depending on your feedback on whether we have a Q&A Wednesday next week, I'll need to film that this week as well, because next week I'm away filming up at Loudham's, which I'm really looking forward to actually. It's going to be a bit of a shoot. I think we're there for 3 days. Is that right? So yeah, it's going to be a full-on session of filming, and hopefully we get a lot done. Weather permitting, of course, because we're outside in it. Right, and there we go. That's it from me today. I think that's as much as I can extrapolate out of this update video. Gives you an idea of what we're doing, what we're going to be doing, and where we are heading off to next. Not in this bloody weather though. Crikey. Good luck to everybody out there who's in this current weather bubble. The wind is extremely high. The rain is very, very heavy, and I've seen lots of places flooded already. So keep safe. Don't be afraid to change your plans if need be. If you need to go early or leave later, don't be afraid to change your plans. And if you are towing in this heavy weather, take it extremely steady. Anyway, that's it from me today. Many thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one, which I'm going to film in the next couple of days. Yeah. See you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.